Hey guys, Mars Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so the JP Dokkan account has tweeted out the information for the upcoming new Dokkan Fest units. Obviously, we were expecting a BARDOCK, and then when it came to side banner units, we obviously didn't know whether to expect a like a Tora and Shugesh, and then Farsha and Borgo, some combination of the two. But it appears that we are, in fact, getting a card that is all four of the other members of Team BARDOCK. Of course, on this view, it doesn't zoom in properly. Oh, it doesn't on that one either. Oh, well. But yeah, so all four members of Team BARDOCK are present on this card. There we go. I can just move this to the side, I guess, and then move it back for the video. But these are the units. The translations obviously aren't up yet. I want to start off the video by looking at the animations. But yeah, this is the BARDOCK. You can't really see much from this view, but we're going to go into the details more in a little bit. He is super tech, so that is interesting. But yeah, the video has been posted, so we are going to go ahead and check it out here. I need to make sure that now that I've moved this thing, it's back in the middle. So let's move that. There we go. So yeah, there's all four of the crew, Team BARDOCK. I've been looking forward to this one. I tweeted out yesterday the whole reason. I normally, when I do these kind of videos, I don't bother using my camera or anything. So yeah, this is going to be my initial reaction to the animations. I'm very excited to see what BARDOCK does. I haven't looked at that image of the card. Obviously, it's not translated, but obviously I haven't looked at it at all. So I don't know whether he has like an intro animation, an active skill, all of that kind of stuff. We're going to find that all out together here by watching it. I mean, I'm sure by the time you guys watch this video, unless you haven't been on Twitter, you've probably seen it already. But let's go ahead and watch. Okay. Alright, that's not bad, not bad. Nothing too crazy. But here we go. This is the main event. Yes! Dude. So that's his intro, right, I guess? That's pretty cool. Active skill, I assume? Yep. That KO screen though. Alright, so obviously he doesn't have a ton of animations because he is just a TUR, but he has the vision of the future. That's so good as his intro animation. Hopefully it isn't locked behind like a wicked bloodline enemy or something, but this is so good. Seeing Goku on Planet Namek, and then it changes to Frieza. So good. So yeah, it's just him having the vision of his death. That looks awesome. I love the fact that with these new animations where they actually have a background, it's obviously in certain fights it's going to look really funny because, like, let's say for example you take this BARDOCK against Cell Max, it's going to have him flying up into space and then like beating up Cell Max in space. So I do love when they have these backgrounds because some of the fights it's going to look very funny. Like imagine in like Super Battle Road as well, you're attacking like Hercule, and so then it's you beating up Hercule in space. Alright, we'll watch the active skill again. Alright, yeah, so as a big Bardock fan, that obviously makes me very happy. Now, the interesting thing, some of these more recent things have been like shot for shot the same as the anime. And the thing that strikes me and stands out from this one is the fact that it is very much like the art style of the TV special, right? Because in a lot of newer stuff, or even in like the way Dokkan's done animations for previous Bardocks, the way he's animated in like the second TV special where he becomes a Super Saiyan, the art is different. Whereas in this, he has that like sort of wider, more like chunky buff kind of look. But yeah, very interesting. Obviously, these aren't like the super craziest like animations in terms of what the actual like attacks are and stuff, but you know, his base form Bardock, right? They only have so many things that they can draw from. I'm a little bit disappointed we don't have the putting on the bandana as an animation, but I do love the vision of the future. Like this whole thing, some of this is so good. This whole like reaching out for Goku part is awesome. So, all right, let's see if we've actually got some translations then, shall we? Okay, so have translations here for the side banner unit. Apparently the side banner unit is just called Tora, which is interesting. I don't know why they didn't just give them the name of all of them. I wonder if that will affect the categories then, right? Because will he just be a Tora, so he won't be on Joined Forces, even though the other units are on the card? That's interesting. They have a storied figures leader skill, 3 key, 130%. Super attack is raise attack for 1 turn, does supreme damage to the enemy and all allies attacked by 30% for 1 turn. So no defense raise on super and raise all allies attack. Hopefully that means that they are designed to be a slot 1 unit. So key +2, attack and defense 150%, additional attack and defense 50% when performing a super. Then they get an additional attack and defense 20% per storied figures category ally on the team up to 100%. So bear in mind, all of the Team Bardock units are on storied figures. So on like a full Team Bardock team, they're obviously going to be getting their full buff. Chance of performing a critical hit and reduced damage received by 10% per Team Bardock ally in the same turn. So that means in slot 1, they would have 30% damage reduction and 30% chance to crit. Story figures category allies 3 key attack and defense 30%. All allies attack and defense 30% when there is a Bardock unit attacking in the same turn. So I guess for slot 1 then, you're going to have what, 30% damage reduction, and then they're going to give themselves, not only do they have that 150% attack and defense, they will have another 100% if you're running like the full storied figures team. Then you're getting 60% attack and defense support if there is a Bardock in the same turn. So stat-wise, I don't know, like, they're not going to be tanking the hardest supers in the game in slot 1 with just 30% damage reduction, but I feel like they could be decent defensively, so that is quite interesting. Now, have they posted the one for Bardock yet? Okay, so here's the details for the Super Tech Bardock. Leader skill, Goku family or storied figures category, key 3, HP, attack and defense 170. So I did tweet out I really wanted him to have a storied figures leader skill because it incorporates all of Team Bardock as well as the Super Saiyan Bardocks as well as Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3. And then Goku family, obviously one of the better categories in the game. And then the extra 30% for his 200% leaders for pure Saiyans. Okay, so every Goku, every Raditz, every Bardock, and then every member of Team Bardock, and then any other storied figures, pure Saiyans. I think that includes like Dark Mask King and Black Mask Saiyan as well. So technically they're getting a 200% leader skill before the Heroes celebration, which is pretty cool. His super attack greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage. So good super attack effects. Obviously additionals are going to be very nice for him, especially when it comes to raising his defense. And then we have, so his passive, his entrance animation, which we obviously saw, when there is an ally whose name includes Goku on the team, or an enemy whose name includes Frieza. I mean, so obviously with Goku family as one of his leads, that's going to be very easy to get active. And then against Frieza, which there's not a huge amount of events where that is going to be applicable. But I guess that's kind of like to offset. You could do like some of the Wicked Bloodline stages with a team that didn't have a Goku. But let's be honest, you're going to be running a Goku on his team pretty much all the time, so that's cool. Low Class Warrior, Pure Saiyans, Goku Family, Team Bardock, All Out Struggle, Space Traveling Warriors, Connected Hope, Storied Figures, Entrusted Will, Bond of Parent and Child. He's on a ton of categories then, that's very good. So his passive randomly changed. Oh, this is going to follow up from the active skill. So this is passive skill and passive skill 2. So sorry, this follows up. So this is what the entrance animation does. So his entrance animation randomly changes one key sphere of a certain type to rainbow and 70% extra attack. Foresee super attacks for 5 turns. Okay. So he creates rainbow orbs, but this is only if you're getting the entrance animation. So obviously that is very important. 70% attack, foresees enemy supers for 5 turns. Very good. Key plus 2, attack and defense 150. He gets an additional attack and defense 40% with each super attack performed up to 120. So that's what, 3 stacks for that. Attacks effective against all types. Attack and defense 50%. Forms a crit with 1, 2, or 3 or more rainbow. Okay, so 1 rainbow orb, he's effective against all types. 2 rainbow orbs, he gets another 50% attack and defense. And then 3 rainbow orbs, he gets a guaranteed crit. So with his entrance animation, he's creating rainbow orbs. And then because he greatly raises attack and defense as his super attack effect, then you definitely just want to go full additional with him, right? Because even if you don't get the 3 orbs to get the guaranteed crit, you're still effective against all types as long as you get 1. So you obviously want him to double super, like, as much as possible. His links are Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Family Ties, Team Bardock, Saiyan Pride, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle. Family Ties is a bit of a stinker, but other than that, I mean, obviously Team Bardock outside of Team Bardock, but the rest are pretty good. And then his active skill that we saw, ultimate damage to the enemy, and within the same turn, all attacks become crits. So that's kind of like a standard attack active skill that we have now. So the active skill will be guaranteed crit, and then so will his attacks for the rest of the turn. So pretty good. Can be activated from the start of the 3rd turn if you have 3 or more Team Bardock allies, or the 5th turn when HP is 50% or less. So it'll be interesting because it kind of depends the way you build his team, right? Because his side banner unit are going to be pretty good. There is the new physical Farsha. So I think you could be fairly easy, especially if we do get that last copy in the Easy A for the LR Team Bardock as well. Then I think that's going to be very easy to get this, which means you can then use it on the 3rd turn. So very, very good. Not going to do crazy damage because he gets a lot of his stats from picking up, like, the extra rainbow orbs, and obviously he's greatly raising attack on super, but you want to obviously do this after he's done his 3 additional super attacks and built up that extra 120% attack, and then I could see this active skill doing a lot of damage, especially when he's supported, because again, with storied figures, if they give the those Super Saiyan Bardocks an Easy A, that physical one's going to be a really, really good support unit again. So overall, I'm very happy with Tech Bardock. I've already seen people complaining about the animations. I thought they were cool. At the end of the day, every Dokkan Fest that isn't like the anniversary or like worldwide celebration or Golden Week, they are essentially a filler Dokkan Fest. So personally, I think the animations are pretty awesome, all things considered. Let me know what you guys think down below. Definitely very excited for a new Bardock. Obviously won't be coming to Global for a while. I might do a video where we look at the schedule and work out exactly when that should be. But with the way Global changes things, who knows. But let me know if you guys are excited for this Bardock. What do you think of him? I think he looks pretty nuts. I'm sure, like every new unit, people are going to be saying he's mid on the timeline, and then we'll see the private server showcases and he'll look insane. So I guess we'll have to wait and see, but let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.